secrets of different bills. Hey, don't condemn me, you need it, I got it listed, yeah. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it, yeah. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt. They try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me then.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, alright? Today we're going to be going over my jump shot and dribble sigs for my slashing high flyer build. But before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. It's liking up the video, push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put your noti game for my daily uploads. Without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. So, as we all know, my high flyer build, if you want to know the actual build, the link will be in the description. Now, the link that's in the description is a little bit different than the actual build I have. So I want to just go ahead and show you. You can take a screenshot right now if you want to see this version, okay? There's a couple things that I would like to do differently with this. If I could have got 61 instead of 60, I would have got bronze anchor. Like, oh my goodness. If I could have went 71 instead of 70, I would have been able to have bronze challenger. I think that would have made a lot more sense to be able to get that. And then last but not least, if I would have went 45 on my standing dunk instead of 42, I would have been able to have standing dunk animations. So, you know, that kind of sucks a little bit, but for the most part, you know, I've been cooking up with this build. Again, like I said over and over again, I've been having such a good time with it. And if you look here at my city stats, man, like, you know, I've been doing a pretty good dang on job. I got a 90 win percentage, shooting 53% from 3, 65% from the field. And again, as you see, Aerial Wizard, Bulldozer, Bunny, Giant Slayer, Mobile Enforcer, Physical Handles, Precision Dunker, Pro Touch, Slithery, Fearless Finisher. Those are all Hall of Fame. Now I got my Fearless Finisher, Posterizer, Whistle, then catch and shoot, and all these bronze badges. I got 50 total. Look at all these bronze badges I have also, man. It's absolutely insane. Look at that. Good God Almighty. All right. 6'8", 248 pounds. So this is the actual build, okay? Now, first thing first, I want to go ahead and show you is the jump shot. All right, so here is the actual jump shot. All right, so it's JT Thor base with what's it? Roy Hachimura release upper and Drew Eubanks upper 2. And then it's a 50-50 blend max speed. So you see the release heights A-, release speeds A, defense immunity C- and D. And to be honest with you, I have absolutely no problem shooting at all. I shoot contested shots. You name it, I'm able to hit them wide open, catch and shoot. Like, I just love the base. Like, it's a good jump shot for me. And I'm using push, okay? So I'm using push release as my release timing. So I use push, and this is the actual jump shot, okay? So now, without further ado, let's get into my dribble sigs, okay? All right, so first and foremost, just look at it. I don't have anything for passing style because I only have like a 70 pass accuracy, so I don't have any passing style. For my dribble styles, the only one I'm able to use, I'm using is Gabby Williams. It is, again, to me, the best dribble style that you can get right now out of the fact that I only have an 80 and I can't get anything else. So Gabby Williams is good. It has like really, it's a decent explosion to be able to go to my left to the right. So I feel like that's the only positive about it. But at the same time, when you get a big slasher build like this, I'm not really worried about the dribble style, okay? I know that sounds crazy, but I'm not really worried about it, right? Now, when it comes to my signature size ups, all right, as you see right here, my signature size up that I'm actually working with is going to be Ja Morant, all right? Now, Ja Morant, the reason why I go with Ja Morant, because I feel like anything about Ja Morant is just about attacking the basket, or at the same time, it's just about getting angles and trying to get on somebody's hip. The big thing about being a big slasher build is like you're not actually trying to blow by people. Like, all you really do is just want to get on their hip. And to me, I feel like this is the best signature size up to go with that. I also looked at using Jamal Murray, and I also, well, that's it. So it was either Jamal Murray, which I felt like was all right, but I felt like at the end of the day, I went with Ja Morant, okay? And then now for my regular breakdown, of course, we all know, man, it's going with De'Aaron Fox. And shout out to Grinding DF. He's the one that put me onto this one, right? As you see right there, just that move right there going from right to left is extremely quick. And all you have to do is just have the ball in your right hand and then literally just flick with the left stick and R2 going to the left, and you get that animation. It's really, really good. But again, I don't utilize this animation a lot. Believe it or not, I don't utilize it a lot because, again, I'm a power 96, bulldozer, Hall of Fame type individual, but I do use De'Aaron Fox as my regular dribble size. And then there was another one I had. It was Kawhi, and then again, that was just like not working. I looked at it, and I believe it, but it just wasn't quick enough for me, okay? Now we're gonna go over to aggressive combos, and we all know with the aggressive combos, since you only have an 80, to me the best one is Paul George. And again, anything when you say aggressive, to me, aggressive breakdown has to be something attacking the basket, and that's why I feel like this is the best one, going to the basket. And I'm able to use a lot of different SIGs out of this, but for the most part, I only really utilize this is just when I am at the top of the key trying to set up. This is aggressive. Listen, if I'm going against a lockdown, I'm not using this animation because I'm getting plucked, right? We all know you're doing any type of like breakdown in front of a lockdown, you most likely will get plucked. But if it's against smaller guards, this is perfect for me to lead into getting my bulldozer animation, okay? So this helps me out a lot. And for those instances when I'm going against smaller individuals or non-lockdowns, okay? Now for the escape moves, we all know that there's just many different types of escape moves that you could, end up utilizing. But I ended up going with James Harden. I'm not able to get De'Aaron Fox, obviously, because I only have an 80 ball handle. James Harden is good. It's something similar to that. Once again, shout out to Grind DF for that because he's the one that broke that down for us. So again, I use this escape sparingly, to be honest with you. Like, anybody watch me play, man, like, for the most part, I'm not really trying to sig up in front of people because I know you'll get ripped. But again, if it's against smaller non-lockdowns or just non-lockdowns in general, then you can be able to do this animation, and it's good to help explode out of that, all right? Now when we come here for my combo moves, of course, again, is going to be De'Aaron Fox. This is just, first of all, like that little behind the back, boom, boom, I use that a lot. All right, so that right there that you just saw, the behind the back, I use that animation a lot. And of course, this is also the same one you want to use when you are holding R2 and flicking back on the right stick. It's going to give you those very lethal pullbacks, snatchbacks to get back to the actual three-point line. So I love this. I utilize my combo moves all the time, okay? All the time, SIGs of this. Remember, these are for 80 and under. Crossovers, there's many different crossovers that you could utilize. Me, again, there's really no right or wrong answer here. So like, I either go with De'Aaron Fox, but then believe it or not, I started going with Allen Iverson. And the only reason I went with Allen Iverson was just because I felt like it still kept my back, my shoulders square to the basket. I know that sounds crazy to think about it, but like keeping my shoulders square to the basket, it allows me again to activate bulldozer or my contact dunks. So I feel that this was actually better for me. I also looked at James Harden, and the reason with James Harden was I felt like it put me too far off to the left. Whereas for some reason, Allen Iverson, you see how quick and compact it is? It just keeps me right there in the paint, and I just felt like it was a good one. And there was another one I utilized. Oh yeah, and John Wall, all right? So with John Wall, the only thing about John Wall is I felt like it sometimes would give me this weird, glitchy little, I feel like my SIGs got caught up. I like John Wall the best, but believe it or not, I don't know if it's me or maybe I'm not being patient enough to actually let the animation go through. But if John Wall is also something to keep taking consideration if you're not really happy with Allen Iverson, okay? Then when we come here to behind the backs, we all know the best behind the back, right? Like the best behind the back is actually going to be Jamal Murray, right? But you need an 84 for Jamal Murray. So I end up going with the second best, which is DeMar DeRozan. But I'm actually going to remake my build. If you can actually try to get your high flyer to 84, I recommend it. Just because Jamal Murray is absolutely insane. It's just like a better version of the, where's Jamal Murray? Check it out. So this is Jamal Murray. It doesn't give you as much separation, but it gives you a lot of ankle breaker animations, and it also puts you in position quicker to get a shot off. So what happens sometimes with me is I feel like when I do DeMar DeRozan, I try to pull it for a jump shot, I feel like it actually gives me sometimes a fade, right? It doesn't, or you have to be patient and just really sit there and wait on it. But regardless, it's a really good animation to get some separation, and it's really good to help you get the defender on your hip to activate bulldozer and contact dunks. So that's why I'm going with the behind the back, all right? Now, my spin moves. I'm still going basic with my spin. I know that sounds crazy to think about, but I am still doing basic with my spin just in case, sometimes I do try to spin back to the three-point line. And I don't really I don't really do it that much just because I'm always going towards the basket. I'm just like a brute freight train, but I'm going with basic. Now, if there was another animation to utilize that I feel like is actually going to be good, it's going to be Penny Hardaway and John Wall. Okay, so John Wall is another spin animation that I like. Again, it's quick. I like the way that animation does, and sometimes it does like the little behind the back right there. I think that's pretty dope. Again, that's just being fancy with it. Ja Morant is another one I like. It's like wild, but it's also wide, and it pushes you out to the outside. And I know that people are not understanding what I mean by that. But with Ja Morant, it's always about trying to get on your hip. And be honest with you, for most slashing, you can get away with just going Ja Morant for a lot of stuff, especially for a big slasher. Big slasher that got gold or Hall of Fame bulldozer, you're gonna really like that. Now, and then the last one here, Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway is another one that is a good one in my opinion. But again, it's kind of like the same way that what I was talking about. And then again, you know, you can't go really wrong with this. I just still use basic, but that is my breakdown on that. Now, hesitations. This is when things become really, really good. All right, really, really good. So my hesitation that I'm using is Ja Morant. Now look at this right here. Look at all that space I get, like running away from the defender. Remember, I'm not trying to get, listen, all I want to do is just get angles. To me, it's an angle game. So when I'm doing this right here, it's allowing me, and I can explode out of that. I don't need the best and quickest explosion. That's the thing. Being a big slasher, you don't have to be quick. You're not trying to beat. I got blow-bys on bronze. Like, bulldozer is what I'm utilizing. So I just want to be able to get to your hip. Again, we gonna hear this all the time. Ja Morant is just great. Getting to your hip, right? Now, where's the other one at? Go down here to John Wall. So John Wall is one, again, shout out to grinding. This right here is really good for like, if I was if I made a smaller, or something that had silver blow-bys and like silver, what you know I'm talking about, the other silver badge to get me open, man, right? I would utilize John Wall maybe, because it is really good to be able to explode out of this one. But to me, I ended up going with John Wall. With Ja Morant, because again, it's just very, very good. Step backs, we already know what a good step backs is, man. And we're gonna be using Chris Paul or John Wall. Okay, so I'm using Chris Paul right now. And John Wall is another good one, as you can see right there. But it's really Chris Paul or John Wall. You can't go wrong with either one of them. If you have a 75, go ahead and go with Chris Paul. If you have an 80, go ahead and go with John Wall. But I've actually been using Chris Paul, even though I have an 80. And you can see I had so many different ones that because like first I was like when I first didn't get my ball handle to 80 and I had 75, I was actually looking at this one and I was like, I didn't like that. So I actually go with, again, Chris Paul or John Wall are going to be the best 6 animations for that. And then for the triple threat styles, again, I don't know if this actually makes any much of a difference about anything like that, but I go with Zion just because I just feel like, you know, a Zion animation, just a Zion build, you know, thinking big slasher. I don't know if that even makes sense or not, but I go Zion, okay? So that is my dribble styles that I'm utilizing. Now let's go ahead and take a look at all my dunk animations that I'm utilizing, okay? All right, so now let's look at the dunk animations that I'm utilizing. Obviously, I have all my contact dunks I can get. So I have the elite contact dunks, right? And I have the pro contact dunks. And then when it comes to tomahawks, as you see right here, I just have the leaning tomahawks, all right? I have leaning tomahawks, and that's pretty much it. I don't have like the uber athletic ones where like the ball goes like all the way cocked back. Like I don't utilize that one. I just want the ones with right here, high, getting straight to the basket, leaning into it. That is what I'm utilizing for my 2 feet. And then on the 1 feet, again, I'm using the tomahawk, and these are the uber athletic off ones. So again, as you see right there, these are just straight arms, right? Getting straight to the basket. I don't see the need to try to get all crazy with it. I love these. And then of course, you know, I have my elite contact dunks. I'm always gonna have all the elite contact dunks no matter what. So all the elite contact dunks I have, all right, off the 1. Then from a standing contact dunks, as you see right here, I have none because I don't have a 45, but if I would have definitely have gotten a 40 or a 45 at least. Come on, Demi, I should have done that. I did not know that. So I missed out on these, okay? So that's something to keep in mind. Now, when it comes here, I have all the comp ones, okay? I have Scottie Pippen. I have Clyde Drexler. As you all know, Clyde Drexler, boom. I have Kobe Bryant, all right, for the reverses. And of course, I have LeBron James, okay? So as you can see, I just have nothing but like the really, really good comp dunk packages. I don't even have Tracy McGrady. As you see right here, Tracy McGrady, I should actually equip that to keep it a stack. Actually, but see, I think it was did I not? Yeah, you know what? Let me equip it right now while I'm doing that. All right, let me get that. All right, so let me go ahead and equip that. All right, and save changes. All right, and then now for the alley-oops, I have all the alley-oops animations. I have Pro, Elite, and Zion Williamson. And then, of course, for my park alley-oops, I have windmills, 360s, flashy, and under. And then, of course, for contact dunks, I have Pro and I have Elite contact dunks. I just equipped them all. Some people would say like, yo, if you equip just the Elite. I don't know. I'm equipping them all. I need every animation just in case, okay? So I'll go involve those, right? So anyway, those are all my dunk animations right there. So I gave you the jump shot, I gave you my dribble sigs, and I gave you all my dunk animations. So let me know in the comment section what you think about it, man. I absolutely having fun and enjoying this build. Hopefully you are enjoying the videos I'm putting up of the Zion High Flyer build. But other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Dimmy. I'll be back really soon with another banger, man. You know, when I say back soon another banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.